Welcome back to another episode of Daily Fortnite, your daily podcast about Fortnite. I'm your host, Mikey, aka Mike Daddy, aka Magnificent Mikey. Fortnite is flipped. I can't believe it actually happened. We talked about it, that there was rumors going around that the update was going to go live today. It did. You already know by now. Everybody already knows by now. That is painfully obvious for a lot of people because if you tried to log on to Fortnite today, once again, they had record breaking numbers for the amount of people trying to play the drop of a new season. And obviously, there was extra hype around it because it was also a drop of a new chapter and map. So it was from what all accounts say, another record-breaking attendance of Fortnite for a new season. So it was hard to get into. Yeah, you could say that the servers were taxed today. I know a lot, even myself at one point. So my kids were logging in first. My son Blaine, my oldest, he actually had no problem logging in. My 4-year-old Dante, he tried to get on. It took him a while for him to load in, and he was playing on my account. And then when he finally did, I don't know what happened. I don't know what button he pressed, but he accidentally, he actually got himself loaded into the game, and then he was messing around. He didn't want to play as the character I had selected, so he was messing around with the character, changing his character, whatnot, and then whatever button he ended up pressing, he accidentally exited the game, and then he had to load back in, and then we had like a 15-minute queue time just to get back into the game. And then once we got that, we actually didn't have any problems getting into any matches. I heard some people having problem getting into matches. We didn't have any problems with that, but yeah, all that to say, I'm just really excited that it actually happened. I couldn't believe it. I was already feeling lucky enough that I was able to attend the event on my weekend off, but the fact that we got a new chapter and I got to play the start of it, when I was thinking, okay, I'll get to go to the event, and unfortunately, I'll probably be at one of my, especially now at this time of work, this time of year, I'll be. I figured I'd be working one of my 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-hour days. So I was like, I'll get to play the new chapter eventually. But the fact that I actually had a whole day to be at home and play the new chapter, it was just like Christmas come early for me. So yeah, really excited about it. Okay, today, because of all this excitement about the new chapter, we're going to go over all the details of the stuff that is new in the new chapter and the new season. The weapons, and yeah, just kind of talk about what's new in here. We'll kind of go over the locations. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice that I didn't. I still haven't unlocked all the locations on the map, so I couldn't give you real first-hand account super good details of all the locations because I haven't been to all of them in the game yet myself. But we'll kind of cover what is there, what I can and of course, it's a daily podcast, so we're going to be giving you plenty of details throughout the week, all throughout the week. I guess the next thing that we should get to is the little overview of the new chapter and season that they have to give to us. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. And right there on in front of the screen, the first thing you're going to see is this awesome season art, chapter 3 art they have that features Spider-Man in the foreground. So awesome. Confirmed, Spider-Man is going to be in Fortnite. So stoked. Let's get into these details. Okay. Welcome to the next chapter of Fortnite. The island from chapter 2 has been turned upside down, literally. Step onto the new island and explore every corner of an undiscovered world in Fortnite chapter 3, season 1, flipped. And yeah. Breaking the ice. Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 1 is a new beginning, a perfect starting point for new players, and a perfect returning point for those who haven't played in a while. Witness the wintry new island thaw, discover new locations plus a few surprises, seize victory crowns, and complete new quests. So, if you were looking at the map, or if you've looked at the map, you saw that, most of it is snow right now. As they said right here, it is going to be. Thawing out, towards the end of winter, so it's probably going to be snowy for quite a while. But eventually, it's going to thaw out, and we'll get uh, more of what the map is going to look like for most of the time. And again, I'm really excited about this new map. Slide, swing, and retreat. Running downhill, try sliding to get around quickly and evade enemy fire, while still being able to shoot and build. Want to swing on the Daily Bugle and other buildings? Starting December 11th, you'll be able to put on Spider-Man's web shooters. Did an enemy knock you out? You're now able to crawl faster to safely reach your squad. You can now pick stuff up while knocked out too, and open doors. They didn't mention that, but that is something that I learned today. Yeah, you can crawl faster when you are downed, but yeah, you can still pick up weapons and you can open up doors. So pretty useful things that they've been adding in to make it. I've always heard a lot of big content creators saying, because their main focus, obviously they're playing a game and still having fun, but a big part of what they're doing is trying to entertain people as well. And if you get, especially if you're playing with other content creators and you get knocked out, or you get knocked down, or especially if you get finished off, then there's not much for you to do, right? Well, right now, even when you're knocked down, it makes it a lot more interesting because you have a lot better chance of getting revived, because you can get to your teammates faster, and you could still pick up weapons that you could potentially bring to your teammates, even if you do get finished off even before you make it back all the way to your team. And there's just a lot more reboot vans around the island too. Like, there's tons of reboot vans, so it does not take any time at all to reboot players. But let's keep moving here. We'll get into even more details after this blog post. Swing as Spidey. You can put on Spider-Man's web shooters no matter what outfit you're using, but you can also put them on as the iconic web slinger himself. With the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass, unlock outfits like Spider-Man, the Wanderer Ronin, the Outlaw Harlow, and more. Later on in Chapter 3 Season 1, unlock the leader of the Legendary 7, the Foundation. And speaking of Spider-Man, look out for new Spideys, plus a few friends and foes dropping into the item shop throughout the season. And yeah, you may have noticed in some of the locations there are these huge spider webs that you can jump on, and they give you this huge bounce effect. They're just like the big alien inflatable things that you can jump on in Chapter 2 with the alien stuff. Now we have big spider webs you can jump on. So, XP beyond Battle Royale. Battle Royale isn't the only place to earn XP towards your Battle Pass. You can also earn XP from accolades in Creative. Creators can incorporate accolades in their maps, games, or experiences for players jumping in. Play your preferred way to unlock Spidey, the Foundation, and more. Snow and sea, desert, and pasture. And that's one of the things I was saying that I like. Or one of the reasons why I was saying I really like this new map, because we're back to multiple different biomes on the map, just like we had in Chapter 1. I love that, the entire island isn't just kind of one type of scenery. You got all kinds of scenery within one map, which is great. So, the new island isn't just a fresh battlefield, it's also ripe for exploration. Roam the western snowfield and ascend to a 7 outpost, traverse the eastern tropics with a motorboat, get a taste of cozy living in Condo Canyon, and after most of the snow has thawed, cross the grasslands and discover a previously snowed in secret. We could talk about what that secret potentially is. After we get into all these details, but it's pretty exciting. Start a camp with your squad. Found a pristine landscape you don't want to leave behind? Need a home base while exploring the island? Throw down a tent to heal up or stash items to collect in future matches. A teammate can use your tent to assemble their own, meaning the whole squad can get in on the fun. If the storm's coming up on your camp, pack your tents for a new campsite or leave them leave them if there's no time. You can still access your stashed items in new tents, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, these tents are going to be really useful, I think, with the way they work. Take the crown, defend the crown, place highly enough in Battle Royale and earn a victory crown. You'll start your next match wearing a crown, but with bragging rights come high stakes. The crown will shine in all its glory, making you stand out to those seeking a victory crown of their own. Hold on to your crown for bonus XP during the match, and if you're skilled enough to win while wearing the crown, you'll get an exclusive emote. So I've gotten 3 victory coin royales, and you earn this cool emote where you are holding a crown on a pillow, and above the crown will be the number of victory royales that you have with the crown. I think I've gotten 3 of them so far with my oldest son, and yeah, it's just cool bragging rights when you thank the bus driver. While you have a victory crown, the next match you play, when you thank the bus driver, your name will show up in gold. But again, it does make it, your character does have like this glow, like this gold glow to them that other characters or your opponents will see. So it does make you easier to spot. So, like they said, it does, it's cool bragging rights, but it does make it easier for your opponents to spot you. So it does give you a little bit disadvantage, I suppose. But the extra XP is also worth it. I notice I'm getting like that because, like I said, my son and I won 3 of these already, and so I was just kind of watching the bonus XP that we were getting throughout the matches, and it would be like thousands of bonus XP every match. So pretty worth it just for that. Okay, so that is that blog post. That is the little short overview, and we want to get into the real nitty-gritty details. So let's go ahead and do that now in the What's New in Fortnite Battle Royale Chapter 3 Season 1 Flipped blog post. The island from Chapter 2 has been flipped, uncovering a new island and turning the page to Chapter 3. One must reorient themselves being flipped around. So here's a Chapter 3 Season 1 orientation. Consider this your guide to a new beginning of Fortnite Battle Royale. The places. Due to a particularly cold winter, the first thing you'll notice about the island is that the western half's a wintry biome. Perhaps by the suburban Greasy Grove, the industrial logjam lumber yard, and other locales. Like warmer weather, to the east are the tropics, with coastal keys, palm trees, and weathered sights to see. Although the 7 have outposts all throughout the island, the tropics are home to their home, the Sanctuary. This compound is right next to the coast, where you can get a clear view of the colossal rock statue of the Foundation. And speaking of colossal, the towering web-covered Daily Bugle building is also in the area. Daily Bugle, when you're looking at the map, that is the inside the volcano location. Like even warmer weather in the south, you can find the desert, some of it decorated in snow, but this desert isn't barren on interesting places. Go off-road racing at Chonkers Speedway. I know that Dusky is super happy about the name of that one. Revel in cozy living at Condo Canyon, and something that will wet even the driest eyes. Come on down to the returning Butter Barn. Another thing I know that Dusky is probably really excited about returning. The bolded locations above are just a few of the island's mini locales. Also, as the snow melts and reveals the grasslands underneath, a previously snowed secret will be revealed. They keep teasing that, and again, we'll talk about that in just a second. Uh, but yeah, just going back to like they said, the so many locales. That is another thing that I'm really liking about this map. They do have, are as they said, the names in bold, your main POIs, but there are so many other smaller POIs. Like I said, when we were getting the reveal of the map, as we were tweeting out that hashtag to get the map revealed, it was not something that that it just looked like to the eye on the map that maybe there's a lot of locations throughout the map. Ended up being true. When you are on the map, there are a ton of unnamed POIs that you can run into and get good loot from, and that you never feel like you have to travel for too long before you are in another interesting spot and have a chance to upgrade your loot or get just more materials and ammo. So here's the weapons. We got like brand new weapons this season. We have a fresh slate of weapons awaits you on the island. Here's a rundown of what's new. The Ranger Assault Rifle, made for distance. The Ranger Assault Rifle is forceful at medium range and quite capable at long range. This one just shoots one at a time. It's pretty decently strong. And the more that I got to play throughout the day, the more I'm starting to like the feel. Now here's one that I really like: the MK7 Assault Rifle. Built from the 7's technology, the MK7 Assault Rifle is a medium to long range weapon with a high rate of fire. This assault rifle has a sight you can use while aiming. Align your target with the sight's red dot. Yes, this weapon has a red dot sight. When you aim down the scope with this one, you go into first person view, just like you would with a sniper, only this is an AR. So I'm really liking the mechanics of this one, and the cool scope effect, and the red dot. That just really helps keep your aim on par, right? If you want something even better, confront the Foundation for a special version of the MK7 assault rifle sporting a slightly faster fire rate. We have the Striker Pump Shotgun. The Strike Pump Shotgun shoots a whole lot of pellets and boasts high burst damage. Aim, then strike. The Auto Shotgun, an automatic ally that lays down some serious firepower. The Auto Shotgun may not deal as much damage as the Striker Pump per shot, but it has a faster rate of fire and reloads 2 shells at a time. And both of these, not feeling great about the shotgun meta this season. If this is the way these shotguns are going to stay for the rest of this season, I don't think the shotgun meta is going to be great. It's going to be better to carry your SMGs, just like we've had. We've had those type of seasons in the past where shotguns aren't the greatest, and it's better to carry an SMG. Maybe as we play, maybe there'll be changes to the numbers, or maybe we'll just figure out how to use these comfortably to get the most damage out of them consistently. But right now, yeah, I just feel like they don't hit very hard, and they're not easy to aim with. So just not a big fan of the shotguns this season. We do have a sidearm pistol. A trusty weapon to have by your side. The sidearm pistol is an accurate weapon that deals high damage at medium range and high headshot damage at close range. Don't underestimate it. Pistols have always been a great weapon. It's basically just your normal pistol. We have the Stinger SMG, and appropriately named. The Stinger SMG deals high damage to both opponents and structures. It stings at medium range more than one may expect, and yeah, this is really good. Like I said, I might just be so far after just the one day of getting to play, I might just be rocking the AR SMG sniper rifle, and the last 2 slots being for healing and mobility, that sort of loadout. It's probably what I'm going to be rocking based on the weakness of the shotguns. But let's keep going here. We have the Hunter Bolt Action Sniper. The Hunter Bolt Action Sniper deals high damage and can shoot 3 shots per clip. Get a second chance if you don't land your shot the first time, and a third just in case. love this sniper. Because I'm not the best sniper in the world, and I've been admitting that since day one of this podcast. But it is very similar to the heavy sniper rifle. It works the same way. It doesn't quite hit as hard, but you get 3 shots before you have to reload. So it's not like the one shot with the heavy sniper rifle where boom, it does. Pretty much one shot, one hit is going to kill anybody. This one, the hardest I've hit with it is like in the 170s, I think. So it's not going to one shot somebody who's got full uh health. If you just hit them to the body, I'm sure the headshot would do it just fine. I'm sure it's got the multiplier, but a body shot isn't going to do it. But you get 3 shots, which is fantastic. So that way you don't have to wait 3 seconds every time you need to reload if you miss a shot. It's not until you miss 3 shots that you're going to have to do that reload. The Pastimes Camping. With its many scenic routes and landmarks, the island's a prime place for camping out. After finding a tent item, throw it down to assemble it, then rest in it to heal up. You can also safely stash up to 3 items in your tent to collect in future matches. 2 item slots are available automatically, and a third slot can be rented with bars. For collecting your items in future matches, you'll just need to find a new tent or one of the many deserted ones, which is really, really cool, right? The fact that you can throw a tent in one match, put some things in it, and then in the next match you find a tent, throw it down, and then those items would be in that tent that you just threw from something that you collected from a previous match. If you, again, it'd be like one of those things, if you find multiple of the same weapon that is a really good rarity and you really like that weapon, you can throw it in one of them in a tent and be guaranteed that you're going to have it for yourself in the next match, as long as you find a tent in the next match. Camping is even more fun with friends. If you're playing in a duos, trios, or squads team, start a group campsite to take in the views together. After a teammate throws down a tent, the other teammates can interact with it to purchase their own tent with bars. The storm rolling up on your camp, pack out your tents and take them to a new place to set up camp, or leave them if there's no time. You can access your items in other tents you take ownership of. As you'd expect, a stashed item will not be accessible if that item has been vaulted or is unavailable in the mode you're in. Taking the crown or seizing it. Place highly enough in a match and you'll be bestowed a victory crown. You'll start your next match wearing a crown, but with bragging rights comes high stakes. The crown will shine in all its glory. We pretty much read all this. Let's see if they say anything new here. So victory crowns are present in the core, solo, duos, trios, and squad modes. Here's how the crowns are conferred. Solo, you get one if you're the top 4 players. Duos, players in the top 2 teams will earn crowns. Trios, players in the top, it says in the top team, and squads, players in the top team. So I guess trios and squads, you have to get the victory royale to earn the crown. Mobility maneuvers. Running downhill, try sliding to up your speed and evade enemy fire. While sliding, you will still possess the abilities to shoot and build. Hold the crouch button while running to begin a slide, whether running downhill or not. And this is a really cool mechanic. Get fancy and swing after a slide. Starting December 11th at December 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern, you'll be able to pick up Spider-Man's web shooters. Use it to swing on buildings. The Daily Bugle included. Okay, so with this sliding mechanic, this is something that you're definitely going to love. I love sliding down mountains and going super fast. Just gotta love this new mechanic, right? And I know people in Call of Duty or whatchamacallit, can't think of the other popular game, the one where you play in trios. You know the one I'm talking about. But I know people have been using this mechanic in those games a ton, and now that it's in Fortnite, we're excited to have it now too. Let's see here. Retreat can be graceful too. When knocked into a down but not out state, you can crawl faster to help reach the safety of your squad. You can also pick up items, sort your inventory, and open chests and doors. There we go. We got it in this blog post. They gave us more details. Please note that down but not out players on opposing teams can no longer be shaken down. That was one thing that I found kind of a bummer. You can knock players on the other teams and you can't shake them down, though. You can still finish them off. You can carry them and throw them around if you want to and yeet somebody off of a build and eliminate them that way, but you can't shake them down and be pinged and be made aware of exact whereabouts of your opponent. So I did kind of miss that, but I can actually see why it might not be there. I could see that more experienced players, if they down somebody who's less, a teammate or a team that has somebody who's less experienced, or the whole team themselves are less experienced. One of them gets knocked, and then you ping the rest of the players as well. Then you're really putting those players at a disadvantage because they're already not as skilled, and now the more skilled team knows their exact location. I could see how that might not be the best. I don't know if that's the reason exactly why they did that, but that's just a thought that I had. Quests. In Chapter 3, Season 1, weekly quests are no longer initiated on the island itself. Instead, you can see what the quests are in the quest page in the lobby, so you already know what you're going to do before you board the battle bus. There are 3 main types of quests, all of them viewable from the quest page. You can access the quest page during a match as well. In addition to the daily quests that refresh each day at 9 AM Eastern and can be shared among party members, there are the season and milestone quests that stick around the whole season. New season quests are added weekly, Thursdays at 9 AM Eastern, and milestone quests have multiple stages. Get bonus XP for completing certain numbers of daily, season, and milestone quests. Love the return of the milestone quests. Already, the start of this chapter, the way the XP works is so much better from the last season of Chapter 2, where it just started out horribly and made me lose some of my motivation on leveling up in that chapter. I am motivated and ready to level up in Chapter 3, Season 1 here. They're getting it right off the bat, which is really great to see, because you want to be excited about leveling up your battle pass and getting new items for the season and having fun challenges and milestones to accomplish. Over my almost 4 years of playing Fortnite now, I'm just getting older, so I'm not getting any better, and I'm just getting worse at competitive. So I'm enjoying the casual and challenge, completion side of Fortnite more and more these days, with the amount of time I have to play and the amount of time I don't have to practice to be good in competitive. So I really appreciate that they're bringing these style of challenges and milestones back. Make sure to visit the sanctuary to experience a new type of quest featuring a communication device called simply the device. Through the device, you'll hear from the scientist, the Seven's eccentric and sarcastic mastermind, and complete quests that'll lead beyond the season to unlock the Seven's mini secrets. Speaking of quests, a note on XP. Starting with the last season's version 18.40 patch, players have been able to earn XP from accolades in creative, in maps, game experiences that utilize the accolade device, as well as earn XP from Save the World. Players earn XP towards their battle pass progress in Save the World when they earn mission badges obtained through normal Save the World gameplay like exploring, building, and combat, and complete bonus mission objectives. Camaraderie, working together. Some actions on the new island are quicker when more players chip in, like reviving a knocked teammate or starting up a reboot van, which, again, those are great things, again, about things that they done or that they did to make it better this season to get players back in the game faster. Like, again, if, like they said here, if you have a squad and you have a teammate who gets knocked, if the other 3 players go to revive that player at the same time, that player gets revived like almost in an instant. It speeds it up. Same thing with the reboot van. If you have an entire well, say one person gets knocked out of the squad, so there's 3 players that can hit the reboot van all at the same time. It will speed up how fast the reboot van gets charged to reboot that player. So really cool mechanic with that now. You'll also find special vaulted doors in your adventures that need more than one player to open. Work together with your team, form a temporary alliance with an opponent, or get creative. Again, these ones you need to be, if you're playing in like duos, trios, or squads, whatever mode you're playing in, you need to have that many players there to open the vault. It seems like now, like they're saying, if you're playing in solos, I guess this can still be done if you have enough players there. But you either have to all agree, going to be able to agree that you're not killing each other at the moment, or you're just going to be getting lucky enough that there's enough players in the area as you're fighting and the door opens before you all eliminate each other. The med mist. It's true, you can use the med mist to heal yourself, but you can also use it to heal your teammates. Whether you're healing yourself or allies, the med mist restores health for as long as you spray it, and you can spray it while moving on foot. Be aware there's finite substance in the spray can, so spray smart. This is another weapon I really like, and like I said, be able to heal as you're moving during rotation. That is really great. Now, again, it's also really great to have a healing item that not only heals yourself, but that you can use it to directly heal your teammates without having to drop it for them. You can just hold on to it. They could be, building and editing or shooting at somebody while you're healing them, and not have to totally disrupt dropping something or throwing something to them and them take their eyes off of what they're doing. So pretty cool. Guzzle Juice. Speaking of healing, Guzzle Juice has also made its debut. It can be shared like Med Mist, but guzzle it down to restore your health back to 100 over time. You may want to keep a low profile after drinking Guzzle Juice, as its healing will cease when you take damage from an opponent. Now, again, this Guzzle Juice is pretty cool. Yeah, you drink it, and then your health slowly restores, just like we would used to get from like the Chug Jugs or the slurp juices, the ones you drink and then it would slowly heal you over time. That's what this Guzzle Juice does. It doesn't give you shield though, just health. The people, the former loopers. Though the island is new to you, it's been long occupied by the Seven and those they freed from the loop. Talk to characters among the island like Wacko at Greasy Grove, Bunker Jonesy at the Joneses, and Little Whip at Coney Crossroads to exchange bars for goods and services. Spider-Man and more in the Battle Pass lineup. You can put on Spider-Man's web shooters no matter who you're playing as, but you can also put them on as Spider-Man himself. With the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass, unlock characters like Spider-Man and, preceding him, the Lotus Walker Shanta, unlocked immediately with the Battle Pass, the Wanderer Ronin, the no-nonsense Lieutenant John Llama, the flavor synthetic but attitude authentic Gumbo, the optimistic outlaw Harlow, the island raised and island defending Haven. Later on in the season, unlock the leader of the Seven, the Foundation. And speaking of Spider-Man, look out for new Spideys plus a new friend and foes dropping into the item shop throughout the season. You, your friends, and new ones. Some players may notice more robust player profiles in the new sidebar. Currently in testing, click on a friend's profile to see the playlist they're currently in, their server region, selected language passes, whether they're a Fortnite crew member, and whether they own the Battle Pass, and your mutual friends. The sidebar will be incrementally rolled out to all Battle Royale creative players at a rate depending on the test. Looking to add new friends, the sidebar, like the social menu before it, can see a list of suggested friends, friends of your friends, players you recently played with, or players from your search input. Also, like the previous socials menu, the sidebar is accessible from the top left of the screen. The main menu, where settings and more options can be found, is now selectable from the sidebar. When viewing the profile of someone who isn't a friend yet, you can see if they're in your party or team, their server region, and the selected language. If they're a suggested friend, a result of your search input, or someone who sent you a friend request, you'll see your mutual friends, if any. If they're a player with whom you recently played, you'll see your last interaction. For example, play trios together 6 days ago. You can adjust who can see your profile information, edit your profile to individually select private, friends, or friends only, or public, visibly, your server region, selected language, and mutual friends. Passes can only be toggled to private or friends only visibility. The weather. As you'd expect, the storm is an ever present force on the island, but meteorologists predict more things in the forecast. Later on in Chapter 3, Season 1, the effects of lightning and spin. See the effects of lightning and spin around in and target. And spin around in and get shot out of tornadoes. The wildlife. Speaking of things to come, researchers believe there's a new addition to wildlife on this island. Researchers theorize this species is quite large, which is why they're surprised they haven't seen it yet. Unlike the previous island, raptors have not been seen roaming the new one. Perhaps they're scared of the supposed beast. Whatever. I'm actually very thankful about whatever this new beast is. We haven't seen it. It's not on the island yet. But whatever it is, I'm thankful for it because it has gotten rid of the raptors, and I was sick of the raptors. So glad to not have those on this island. Some road or off-road rules. Shopping carts and all-terrain carts (ATKs) have returned to the vault, but quad crashers are now out of the vault. All right. Vehicles now take considerably more damage from explosives than before. Also, vehicles are now prepared by campfires faster than before. Competitive notes. A new chapter means a new start. We're removing the arena preseason for this season only. Enjoy the extra time to find your duo's partner. The 10 item is not included in competitive playlist. We've updated the tournament details section for tournaments to show the total score for each placement threshold instead of the additional points each placement threshold earns. We believe this provides a clearer picture to our competitors. When playing in a tournament, these points gains will stay as they always have and continue to update instantly after earning points into the next threshold. Let's see here. You're now reoriented for the flip side, so drop in with confidence. Welcome to Fortnite Chapter 3, Season 1, Flipped. Please note, split screen has been disabled for the launch of Chapter 3, Season 1. We plan to re-enable it as quickly as we can. So there you go. A lot of stuff there, but a lot of really great stuff. Really, really excited about this new chapter and this new season. A lot of great stuff. Obviously, we kind of talked about the battle pass in there, the details they gave us. Let's go ahead and look at some of the stuff we get in here. Like they said, Shanta, you get to start out with that automatically when you start the season. I'm really liking it. You can also get Ronin. This is a character I'm really excited about leveling up. As you go through the battle pass, you're going to get more styles for the Ronin character, which are really cool. That Lieutenant John Llama, you gotta love this big buff llama warrior guy, right? Soldier guy, and being able to get different styles for him as well. Again, continuing to see Ronin get upgraded throughout this season, or throughout this battle pass, is pretty cool. Haven, pretty cool looking. Eventually we're going to be able to start unlocking different masks for Haven, which will be cool. Gumbo is a pretty cool looking character. I guess he's a gumball head. Let's see here. The Harlow is a pretty cool looking character. She looks pretty mysterious, so I like that. Let's see here. Of course, when we get to page 9, you gotta love Spider-Man, right? Oh my goodness, that is so cool. And then when you get to page 10 and you get to level 100, you'll get the Spider-Man symbiote suit. So not only are you going to be able to get Spider-Man pretty earlier than I expected. I thought Spider-Man itself was going to be 100, but no, you'll get it at 90, and you'll get the symbiote suit at 100. So just really awesome details and awesome outfit that we're getting with the battle pass. Really like this battle pass a lot. Definitely worth it. So excited to be to have that crew membership and be able to get it with that. Okay, I just looked at the time here, and this is feeling like one of the chapter 1 patch notes as well. A longer episode. So let's go ahead and let's just head on over to the item shop and see what we got going on in the item shop. Yeah, we're at 40 minutes now. This is exactly like a chapter 1 update where they gave us so much details and gave us actual patch notes that those episodes back in those days would take me an hour and a half to go through. So we're almost done with this one, but getting halfway there, taking half as much time, that tells you how good this new chapter is, because there's so much to cover. Okay, so let's see what's in this item shop. We got our Tis the Season section still here. Jordan Brand stuff still here. Today we have the Cabbie outfit for 800, the Cryptic outfit with the Spectral Spine backbling for 1,200, the Don't Start Now emote for 500, the Build Up emote for 500, the Rock Paper Scissors emote for 200, the Waterworks emote for 200, the Queen's Arrival loading screen. It is free. Thank you, Bubbles the Gecko, for sending that to me. Appreciate that. We have the Henchman Bundle, which will have the Shadow Enforcer and Ghost Enforcer outfits for 1,200. That's 400 off the total. Shadow Enforcer itself is 800. Ghost Enforcer outfit is 800. The Grimoire outfit with the Hollow Skull back bling is 1,500. The Forsaken Strike harvesting tool is 800. We have the Bundles outfit with the Gwynny back bling for 1,200. The Grimbles outfit with the Luminous Lamp back bling is 1,200. The Cold Snap harvesting tool is 800. The Slushy Shoulder with the Slushy Junior back bling is 1,500. The Icicle harvesting tool is 500. The Manic outfit is 800. The Scarlet Sigh and back bling is 600. And that looks like everything today. You can get any and all of these items using code Mikey MMMIKIE in the item shop, and some of the proceeds will go to help support the show. Don't forget, if you haven't gotten the battle pass works as well. Anything that you use V-Bucks to get will work with the creator code, so I really appreciate it if you put that creator code in there when you're getting your battle pass or getting any of the other items that you might be getting. Okay, yeah, let's talk about one of the things I wanted to talk about, which was they keep saying, like, when the snow melts away, there's going to be this other location that is secretly going to show up. It's being secretly hidden in the snow right now. I don't know if I can see it, if I have it on my map, if I've unlocked it, or if it's still in the gray area. Where is it at? Might not be able to see it really well. Oh, here it is. Okay, there is a location. Let's see here. There's the big lake that's more towards the middle of the map, just on the south side of it. In the snow, you can kind of make out the tops of a couple of buildings here, right? And the speculation is, and with the way the layout is, I am inclined to believe it, that Tilted Towers is going to be making its way back on the map. When this snow melts away, we'll have Tilted Towers, and people will be losing their minds, and we'll have 70 people landing there a match, and we will have people being eliminated in the beginning of the match, of every match, so fast that it will blow your mind. But it will be really cool to see the return. So many things to be excited about. All right, that's going to be the episode for today. We're going to have a ton of tips for you throughout the rest of the week on how to really take advantage of some of the new mechanics this season. I will say you are going to want to practice that sliding mechanic and being able to shoot and slide at the same time, being able to start building while you're in the middle of a slide so that you can take full advantage of this new mechanic and be ahead of your opponents on using this mechanic, because it's gonna be make it harder for them to hit you, and if you can still aim well while using this mechanic, it is just going to give you a huge advantage over opponents. So I will say, for now at least, be practicing that. Other than that, though, this has been a long episode because of all the great details that we got for you on this chapter and that they gave to us. Thank you, Epic and Fortnite, for this awesome new chapter and new season. Make sure you go join the daily Fortnite Discord and hang out with us. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Head over to Apple Podcasts, leave a 5-star rating and a written review for a shout out on the show. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And until next time, have fun, be safe, and don't get lost in the storm.